Alright, welcome to Chaka Quantics. Now in this tutorial, I'll be putting us through how to generate a markup sheet. It's an analysis sheet. Alright. Now in the last tutorial on this, I was able to explain how we can mark up our BoQ professionally, how we can add profit and overhead to our BoQ professionally, right? And we're able also to establish that given a professional BoQ, all items are not marked up the same way, right? And we said a BoQ can be divided into civil, into specialist, and then to provisional sums or prime cost sums, right? And they are not marked up the same way. With the specialist items or works, are works to be handed over to specialist subcontractors or contractors to handle. And we'll give example as piling, as aluminium works. That's your aluminium windows and doors, your ceiling, your mechanical and electrical works, your MEP. These are specialist work, right? A civil contractor gets them, then it calls in a specialist contractor to execute that part of the work. Now the specialist contractor, he's the one that gives you a quote, right? Or he priced the BoQ for you. He has already put his own markup and gave to you. Now if you add your normal markup, it will go beyond competitiveness. You get the gist now. Now what you get. So most times specialist work, you don't price them the same way. That is why I explained that, okay, if this goes up, this one comes down a little, because it already has markup from the specialist contract. Now you're adding your own profit, because you are the one that wants to give him the work, right? So it doesn't go too high. All right, now in this tutorial we want to talk about the markup we are adding. How do we generate it, right? How do the company say, or the management says, use this, don't use this, is what we want to look at in this particular video. Now, having known the foundation, having known we have civil, specialist, provisional, prime, as the case may be, right? Now we want to see how we can generate that particular mark up sheet. It's going to be interesting, man. Very interesting. All right, let's go. Now this is an analysis sheet. Don't mind the figures, right? You professional, you know how to already do this when we go over it, right? Now this is an analysis sheet. Basically I would say is a professional document that contains or that shows the profit and overhead percentages on the actual cost of a project. Let me come again. Nobody gave me the definition. No. I just I said it's a professional document that shows the analysis. How did I say it the first time, sir? You see, it's a day that I did not cram it. It's a professional document that shows the analysis of the percentage profit and overhead on the actual cost of a project. Now what I mean by actual cost, remember in that previous video we said a bill of quantity has cost and price. Cost is what it will cost to execute the work. The price is when you add your profit and overhead. Kunjiko, you remember, right? If you can, please kindly refer to our previous video to get a better understanding. Now what we have here is the cost. Let's see the summary at the bottom of this. Let's see the actual cost here. Well, now this is the cost. This is main building, right? This is external work, right? Now this is general summary. This is preliminaries, right? This is main building. This is external works, which is what we saw there, which is this 108,375, 108,375. This is the total, right? Then the added VAT, and then contingency, and then this is the sum. Now this is the cost of the building. without any profit and overhead. Remember, if you work in a professional environment, when I mean professional, it is not your own work. It is not your own personal PP. It is the management that determines the profit and overhead. It is not you. It is not me. It is the management that determines the profit and overhead. Right. Now this is the cost. This is the cost. Now let me show something. Let's come here. Let's add markup. Let's assume we say we are marking up civil by 1.3. We're marking up the specialist by 1.12. This is 12%. 1 is already a unit, 100 plus 12%. That is why it is. That's 112%. 112 divided by 100, that is 1.12. Do the maths. Alright, so this is what we have. Now I have added profit and overhead here. Now if you can see, everything here has changed. I come back here, 1.3. Chakam. Alright, now let me come back here. I've done everything I need to do here. This is now, it was 3 point something before, say 3.9. Now having marked it up, having added profit and overhead, it is now 4.3. Now it is easier for your company to know that, okay, this is 3.9, 4.3 minus 3.9. Say about 400,000. Right, so they know that, okay, on this project, our profit is 400,000, 400 million. Our profit and overhead is about 400, because this is 4 billion, is 400 million. You know, okay, how they need to, that's their business anyway, whatever they want to do with the money in outer. But they already know, okay, this is the amount we are going to make on this project. They already have an idea. So by the time when they begin to execute, they see how to maximize the profit, how to minimize waste, so they can get that particular. Most times it is not always so, because it is construction. There are times you have to do some things in your profit. You have to give A, give B in outer, something like that. But that is not what we're going to now. But I'm just trying to show us, give us this and how we can prepare a markup sheet. Now let's come over here. This is what we have here. Now this is, if you see what I have here, markup analysis sheet for proposed periuncle, whatever. This is the prelim. This is the prelim here. The prelim has been designed 343 million. Right. Now this is cost. This is civil works. This is the cost. See, I have actual cost. This work description, actual cost. And this means 20% profit and overhead. This means 30% profit and overhead. This means 40% profit and overhead in that particular order. Alright, let me remove this. Alright, so this is basically what we have. Remove this also. So this is empty, apart from the contingency. Alright, this is our specialist work also. Alright, I'll maybe in another video I'll give a breakdown, or let me run through it. Now if you see what I have here, this is civil works specialist, or whichever way you want to achieve your own prime cost sum works. Now all civil works, they are grouped into one. That is what you have. All the civil work here, all specialist work in this particular BoQ, right? All civil work in this particular BoQ. Let me run you through quickly. I don't want this video to be too long, but I want you to get a good understanding of what this is. It now, you see, this is civil works. I break down everything. You have to be professional. Every single thing. You add up all civil works, everything. Then all specialist work. Now these are items you bring to your markup sheet for easy analysis. Alright, now having done this, remember I said this is your 20% profit and overhead, 30% depending on what you want to. You can put 100 if you like. Alright, okay. Now of course, remember I said this is 20%. Unit 1 is already 100, so plus 20%. This is 1 plus 30%. That's 100 plus 30. That is why you see I just go ahead to do 1 point. I said here 100 plus 20 is 120. 120 divided by 100, 1.2. You see it, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. Now, very simple process. The way you're seeing it, that is the way it is simple. Alright, now I want to mark up this cost by whatever percentage profit and overhead I have here. This multiplied by 1.2, this multiplied by 1.3, this multiplied by 1.4, this multiplied by 1.5, this multiplied by 1.6. Right, this. I have multiplied that. That is the preliminaries. I said you have to mark up preliminaries. Yes, now this is cost. You need to add small profits iota on the preliminaries too. Now this is civil work now, proper. Alright, so civil works here times 1 times 20%, that is 20% profit and overhead, 30% profit and overhead, 40% in that particular order. Don't worry, if you want something like this, don't worry, you can just put it in the comment section, or if you're not on the WhatsApp group, I'll drop the link also for the WhatsApp group. You join, so many amazing things are going on there, so many amazing things, and people are learning on that particular platform. Same for the specialist work, right? By 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, I have marked it up by 1.6. Remember I said provisional sums, they are not yours. The client can decide to give it to another person, to give to another nominated contractor. In our water, shown law, right? That is why there is no markup. Now this is not, you can't mark up a provisional sum. Now a provisional sum, a prime cost, don't mark it up because they are not yours yet. Right? Otherwise you'll be shooting yourself in the leg. You'll be thinking you have profit where you don't have anything. Now this is the subtotal of the actual cost, right? Subtotal, then add VAT. Most times this is modeled according, this is here, this is modeled according to the summary of your BoQ. Now let's come over here. I have prelim, then subtotal of the works, then I have VAT. Just come here. This is subtotal of the work, and then VAT, and then contingency. Come here. This is your contingency, and then you have a final total. Alright, so but when you begin to practice, you practice 1, you practice 2, you practice 3, then you become better at it. By the time you make mistake 2 times, you get me. Let me tell you something. Mistake is part of learning. Don't beat yourself dead because you make mistakes. Nah, what you should beat yourself at is making the same mistake over again. But you make mistake at something, you learn from it, you move on. Don't never be afraid to make mistakes. No, let me not go too deep. All right, so this is it. This is my markup sheet. I have marked up this is the actual cost, and these are the varying markups. Now this sheet is what will be submitted to the management. Then the management says, okay, what is the cost? 3.9. Okay, let's see if this is actually so. Let's come to the general summary. Is it so? 3941887009. Is it same thing here? 394188 must be the same thing, else something is wrong. This total here on the markup sheet must be equal to what you have in your cost summary. It must be equal, else it means something is wrong. You have to go back and start checking one by one. Okay, back to where we are. Now, the management says, okay, let us do preliminary. Markup preliminary, add a profit and overhead on preliminary of 30%. That's profit and overhead of 30% on preliminaries. You say, okay, come here. This is proposed 30%. Chakam. Right? On civil works, do 50%. This is preliminary. Let me highlight it so that. Right? On civil works, do 50%. All I need to do 50%. Go back about. Now water. Alright. Now on specialist work, okay, specialist work, since we already have contractors, we already give it, they give us their quote, yeah. Do 20%. 20%. Alright, this is 50%. Civil work is our own. Do 50. Specialist work is not our own. Do 20. Remember, you can have whatever you want to have. I can put 15 here. I can put 20. I can put 25. I can put, depending on what you want to do. You determine it. Depending on your organization, or if you're working for somebody privately and you want to do the same thing, you determine what you want to do. Now, PC sum, you don't tamper with it. Right? Now, we have marked up our BoQ. Now, from here, the management can say, okay, what is our money here? 478. From here, they can say what is going to be our profit. This minus the cost. Okay, in this project, we are likely going to earn, can you see what I have here? 846 million on this project if we manage it well. It's okay, we are good. Let's mark it up. Mark the BoQ up with these particular percentages. 30% preliminaries, 50% civil, and then 20% specialist. And it's okay, that's our, go and mark it up. Or if they now say, okay, this one is 50% seem high, go 40% civil. It is very simple. Come here, link it 40%. They want to see what is there. Remove this one. You say, okay, this is what we have. This is what it is going to be. Right? This is it. Remember, we didn't add any profit on preliminaries, on provisional sum. And if you want to, you can remove provisional sum first, then you do. But it's applicable to both of them, so you are right. Okay, if we go 40% civil, 711, no. Take it back to 50%. Take it back to 50%. I'm just speaking like a management, alright? Don't worry. Alright, so this is what we want. Give us like this. Now they have chosen their markup, right? At the end of the day, the management wants to see or something close to 4788, 4 billion, 788, 476, 638.01, right? Or something close to plus or minus, right? Most time might not be exact, but it can and it should be exact, right? So now they have chosen their markup. If you want to help them, you can come here, put prelim to help you also. 30%. That is my management. That's what they said. Civil. They said, let us go 50%. Go back. Why specialist? They said, let us go 20%. Right. So what it means is this. Come back to my BoQ. Now I want to mark up this BoQ. One mistake you will not make is marking up your BoQ the way it is. You say you just come here and mark it up. No, this is your cost. First thing you do, save as. Don't just work on this document. Save as. Come here, file, save as. This is what I have here. No, look, this is, let's put it on the desktop because this is periwinkle, right? Let me save it on the desktop. Let me come out this cost and put priced. Now you see the difference. I want to mark it up. It is no longer cost, it is now priced. Right. Now civil, they said it should be 1.5, 50%, right? 50% markup by 1.5. Specialist, they said it should be remind me. I say she remind me. I say 30% and 20%, right? 1.2. Right? Now the preliminaries is in the general summary. They didn't bring it up here. Preliminaries 1.3. Right, every other thing remains the same. Now you're seeing it. I have priced this document. It is 4,788,470. Do you remember what we had that time? You don't remember? Okay, let me take us back. Then I'll copy and paste somewhere to be sure whether we are at par, whether we are close or not. Let's take this back to 1. We are removing all the markup because we are not sure if it is equal to what we had that time. Kobankaba. So we want to be very, very sure. Now, this is it. This is what the management is looking at, right? Alright, let's copy it and paste here. So that we'll come back, paste this. We want to know if this is what we are. It will no longer be here. I'll tell you. Because remember, I want to go and mark. If I mark it up, this is where you will see it. Let me bring it here so that you understand. Let me copy and put here. Let me cut it so that you understand what I am saying. This is where you are going to see it. So what it means is this value here will become this after we have marked up the BoQ. In our water. No, I'm in our water. This is what is going to become. Because we have marked it up. We want to mark up the BoQ to reflect. This will no longer be, after marking up, this will no longer be actual cost. This should now be priced. That is why I have to save as first to avoid confusion. We want to price this document now. It is no longer cost. So this here now, whatever is here, that is actual cost, will no longer be actual cost because this is what is directly linked to the BoQ. It will now be priced. And let's do it quickly. I don't want this thing to be too long. Okay, this is what we want to confirm if this is what we are going to have at the end of the day. Let's come back to our BoQ. The management says 50%. Specialists, they say 20%. Kubankaba. Then the preliminaries is a 30%. Now let us see. This is 4788. Let's copy it and put it there and see if it is the same thing. Markup sheet. Let me put it here. Is this so? Good. 4788. 476 638. Bam. Now we are good. This is our priced document. Now you see this. Look at it. It has changed. Don't remove it. It has changed. Right? This is now priced. Priced means this is what we are sending to the client. Not this sheet. You're not sending this sheet to the client. Because this sheet is not going to. Let us say it's a confidential document that contains profit and overhead on actual cost, and it is a confidential document that shows the analysis of the profit and overhead to be added on actual cost. I think that English goes better. It's confidential. It's for you. It's for your company, not for the client consumption, because you did this to know what your profit is going to give you an idea what your profit is going to be. Kobankaba to yowa. All right. So I have marked up this bill of quantity. Right? Now we want to send that to the client. All right. I don't want to go into that. But if you want to send that to the client, all you need to do, right, is the link. That will be in another video. not this video, otherwise it will take time to now begin to show you. Or join the WhatsApp group. Join the WhatsApp group. I should do maybe a tutorial on that, a live tutorial on that, so that we are going to see. Because if I want to do it here now, this video becomes unnecessarily too long, and I don't want that. Now we've hit the nail on the head. We have known what markup analysis sheet is, and now you know how to create one. It doesn't matter whatever thing you're doing, that project you're doing, you just do the analysis. Okay, tell the client, your personal client, and this is the cost. If you look at the markup I added, you can compare two of them, because you can compare with anything. Or let me give you a secret. When I prepare bill of quantity for somebody, for people, I prepare the cost, I prepare the price. I give you the two of them. This is the cost, but of course I don't give them with all those things. So you know, it's a confidential document. It's my own. I must have removed everything, and see, I would have delink everything, pata pata. This is the cost, this is the price. You can check it. You can multiply, you can do your multiplication. You will see that this is actually this. Alright? The clients have given, they're always very happy. Say, thank you. I love this. Your client will like it. You can try it. But come and pay tithes, sha. When the money don't come pay tithes. Alright. I hope you've learned a thing or two on how to prepare a markup analysis sheet. Alright, this is Chaka Quantics. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, before the next video, do something, share with me. That is how you learn, that is how you grow. Do something, share with me, share it. My WhatsApp line is not hidden. You can see it in the group. You can send me message. Say, please, I did this, help me check it. I did this, help me check it. That is how you grow. Share me, look at it to see if I make any mistake. That is how you grow professionally. Don't just stay in one place. Take a step. Even if you crawl, by all means, take a step. This is Chaka Quantics, right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.